listen, there's a lot going on right now. Look at this stuff right here. Look at this motorcade. Look how they're treating our great president. They're treating him like royalty, like he should be treated. He is treated better in Saudi Arabia than he's treated in the United States of America. I mean, this is awesome. This is exactly how it should be. They respect and fear him, Vestige says. I agree with that. And they should fear him. They should respect Trump and they should fear Trump. It's that simple. Trump escorted by a red Audi and 2 Cybertrucks. This is so awesome, dude. This is badass. The respect the man deserves. He deserves to be treated just like this because he is making America great again. But he's not only making America great again, he's making the world great again. Donald Trump is literally saving the world right before our very eyes. Trump is now being driven around the birthplace of Saudi Arabia by the crown prince himself. The level of respect shown here is unprecedented. Look at this shit. There's often times where we always get caught up by nostalgia. I do it too. And we usually never appreciate the moment that we're in. Appreciate these next 4 years because you're never going to see anyone like Trump ever again in your lifetime. There's no one even remotely close. It's like being able to go back and watch Michael Jordan play at the peak of his career. That's what we're witnessing right now. Biden could never. Breaking, Iran is ready to strike a nuclear deal with Trump on the condition sanctions are lifted. Top aide to Supreme Leader tells NBC News. He is making it happen. Trump is making it happen. Man is saving the fucking world right now.
47 also securing a historic $1.2 trillion economic commitment in Qatar and complimented them on the decor.
So he calls it Qatar.
As a construction person, I'm seeing perfect marble. This is what they call perfecto. We appreciate those camels. I haven't seen camels like that in a long time. Both tall, handsome guys that happen to be very smart.
I want to make a deal with Iran. I want to do something if it's possible. But for that to happen, it must stop sponsoring terror. We are currently exploring normalizing relations with Syria's new government, as you know. I am also ordering the cessation of sanctions against Syria to give them a fresh start.
Mm-hmm. And as Trump racks up trillions in deals from the Gulf states, all the Dems and media want to do is hound the prez over a luxury jumbo jet offer from Qatar.
My attitude is, why wouldn't I accept the gift?
He does not believe in rules and laws and norms. He thinks they're for
David Axelrod, you fucking worked for Barack Obama, which you probably saw him take a lot of rods from Big Mike, you piece of shit.
Others.
This flying grift or Con Air Force One.
This is all about is getting a $400 million aircraft for Donald Trump when he leaves the presidency.
This administration is corrupt full and through.
It's kind of funny. It's a funny story, Kennedy, although it does give them something to talk about because everything in this trip is a win. It's just deliverables.
Yeah.
Massive
Everything
win.
one after the other is a win-win-win. Here, you play with the little story about the plane.
I saw this clip right here. Peter Ducey, check this out. Listen to what he has to say.
And that raises a question I'm curious, Peter, if you've had some perspective on over the last couple of days. President Trump receiving a warm welcome and being received by royalty, being received like royalty by royalty. But I'm curious what the atmosphere is outside of Riyadh or outside of Doha. I don't know if you had a chance to escape the big city centers or at least hit the streets. I'm just curious still what the attitude is of the Arab public in the Gulf states towards America.
Look, the places that we go, we have not left the big cities of Riyadh or of Doha, but there are buildings here away from where the president are that have giant American flags being projected or lit up with LED lights on the whole side of an entire skyscraper.
Look at that. You got the flag, the American flag, because of Donald Trump. This man is truly made America great again.
That have giant American flags being projected or lit up with LED lights on the whole side of an entire skyscraper. When we were driving through Riyadh, pretty much everywhere that you go, there are U.S. and Saudi flags. This is everywhere that we are going, it is a top-down enthusiasm. The leaders really want to have President Trump here, and they have the ability in these countries to make sure that it looks like every single person on the ground is welcoming them. And our experience has been that people are happy to have President Trump here. He was very warmly welcomed yesterday by all these Saudi businessmen who seemed like they were genuinely interested to hear what he had to say at what kind of felt like a Trump rally at times. The first one overseas as 47. And today it's the same thing. Yeah.
Friggin', this is amazing, man. Then you got Trump shows up to the palace and Trump's like, nice house. I don't know if you can hear him say it. He's like, nice house. He said, nice house at the palace. This dude is a trip, man. Nice house. The amount of respect President Trump commands on these state visits is amazing. This is the second country in a row to send fighter jets to salute President Trump on his way in. And Trump got to see them out of Air Force One's window. Like, this is, there's no audio, by the way. I don't think anyway. I can't hear anything. But look at that, man. That is badass. When you have a real president, he commands real respect. This is what it's like to have a real president. What have I always said? Everything is about leadership. Everything. When you have good, strong leadership, everything changes.